Hey guys, F123 was released a few weeks ago, and there are lots of things that have been changed or added from 22. Codemasters and EA have recalculated the physics from last year's game. There's now brand new Breaking Point 2 and a new multiplayer system. Here are my thoughts on F122. To start off, let's talk about the handling. Before we do that, this video is not sponsored by EA or Codemasters. This is completely me and my thoughts on F123. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the handling, because it is so much better. So Codemasters and EA recalculated the physics, so now in race starts you can go about 40 to 60% throttle and get little to no wheel spin. On the exit of corners, you can now actually press the throttle without spinning. In real life, when you're lifting off the brake bias goes to the back of the car a little, which means the rear axle locks. F123 has incorporated this now, which means that you have to change the brake bias over the course of the lap, otherwise you will lock up. In 22, you would just put the brake bias on 50% and it would be fine. So with the rear axle locking, it makes making the setup a little bit more complicated. Okay, so now let's move on towards the multiplayer system. In F122, you're at F1 Life. Now we have F1 World. That's where you can play Grand Prix, time trials, work on your car, and where all the multiplayers are, except the 2-player career mode, which is on the home menu. In ranked multiplayer, you now score points for clean laps, clean overtakes, and fastest lap. You might get points from your finishing position, but I'm not 100% sure, so if you know, then please leave a comment. When you earn points, your leaderboard position changes. In order to get promoted, you have to be in the promotion spots, which needs points. I can't tell you how many because you just need more from the person in the last promotion spot. It seems that now there's a goal to get points. People aren't just crashing you out anymore. I've only had a couple dirty drivers, but because I was in the Bronze League, collisions were turned off. So when they tried to take me out, they went straight through me and hit the wall.
Literally 1 week before.
There are no words to describe how bad the F122 AI were. They would dive bomb you, they would turn into you, they would block you, and when you went for the overtake, they would either do all the things that I just listed, or they would just let you pass and not put up a fight. Though that happens rarely. They were also so fast it was impossible to catch them on the straight. In F123, however, you can now have battles with them without them taking you out. They're also not overpowered on race starts, and they can now make mistakes with them, like start too late and get too much wheel spin, etc. Although they don't have any new on-track mistakes, they are so much better than last year. After a very, very long wait, F123 finally has red flags. But how do you get them? A red flag will occur in a few different ways. 1. If there's a big crash with lots of debris on track. 2. If the weather is too bad that you can't race. And 3. If a car has a mechanical failure and can't get to a safe place to stop. Breaking Point is back in F123, with Aiden Jackson and Devin Butler in Connor Sport, and a few surprises along the way. Don't worry, I'm not going to give any spoilers though. Breaking Point also features Kasta Ackerman's daughter, Callie Mayer. Starting off in F2, she then gets a chance to race in F1. I'm around chapter 16, and to me, it doesn't really seem as exciting as the first Breaking Point. Maybe I haven't got far enough, but in the first one I was hooked from the first chapter. But in this one I find it really, really fun, but it doesn't grab my attention as much as the first one. Also, there's now a 35% race distance in Grand Prix and multiplayer. This is really cool because in F122 and other games where there was just a 25% race distance, you basically just stick on softs, mediums, medium softs or hard softs, and then that'll basically just be a strategy for every race. But with a 35% race distance, it gives you more options. So apart from what I just said, I don't think anything has changed apart from the graphics, which look amazing. The career mode is the same as before, time trial is still the same. Yeah. So would I recommend F123? I think I would. The handling is pretty good and the AI are much better. So yes, I would recommend F123. Thanks for watching. I really like making these review videos and would love to include some more games, so if you enjoyed them and want to see more, please consider making a donation and make sure to like and subscribe. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.